Australia has gone crazy for Taylor Swift, and when the public is interested, so is the media. But I can't recall a time when that hunger extended so ferociously to someone's partner.
It appears Taylor Swift has brought the Melbourne weather to Sydney, touching down during this afternoon's powerful storm, with her flight delayed by around 20 minutes. The pop star now has a few days to explore the city before another round of sellout shows.
Now, we did get a pretty big hint from her NFL star boyfriend, Travis Kelce, that he might be joining her in Australia this week, so we'll have to keep a very keen eye out for that.
Into this country to see his lover, Taylor Swift.
He has scored over 70 touchdowns in his NFL career. This is the greatest of all time.
So are we just seeing if he's here?
Yeah. No, he is, isn't he? Well,
imagine if he doesn't get off the train.
For the most part, Taylor and Travis have been greeted with glowing media coverage, but for one deranged newspaper, they had to try and put a dampener on the fun. The Saturday paper published a long-winded, self-indulgent rant titled "The Exclusionary Empowerment of Taylor Swift." Now, don't worry, it gets much more pretentious and much more absurd. The author, who is supposedly some sort of historian, is not a fan of Swift. And one of the reasons she dislikes the superstar is the colour of her skin and that of her fan base. Swift's audience is overwhelmingly white women and girls. She exists in an apolitical world that refuses to engage in the social and political issues around her. If she does, the focus is squarely on the men who wronged her romantically or professionally. Can you imagine being stuck with this dimwit at a party? First of all, who cares about her politics? She's a bloody good performer, and that's what she wants to do. I actually like the fact she isn't constantly preaching about complex political issues like so many vacuous celebrities do nowadays. This sort of bullying on the left to try and shame people into conforming is just so off-putting. Do we really need Taylor Swift to weigh into the incredibly complex Middle Eastern issues for us to know that she's a good person? Do we need to always be defined by our personal political views? Can't we just get together at a concert and have a good time? Sophie, I want to ask you about this as well, because there's also a degree of racism in this article that I think has kind of been missed by a lot of the media outrage. Is it appropriate to demonise a group of fans because they happen to, in this person's opinion, there's no data to support this, by the way, but that the fan base happens to be too white?
Jack, seriously, people are just enjoying themselves. If they're a Taylor Swift fan, go for it. Go off and pay the exorbitant amount for a ticket and have a great time. But to do this takedown, and also Taylor Swift did endorse Joe Biden at the last election, so she has shown her political stripes before. Whether she does it in the upcoming presidential election, who knows? But I just think let people be. They're not hurting anyone. They're paying to go and see her concert. Good luck to them.
Yeah, it's such a good point. And I mean, this journalist who's written this lengthy diatribe, seriously? Like, that's the biggest issue in your life?
I know. I started reading it and I thought, she doesn't go out much. She must be real fun at parties. Like, Taylor Swift is just music, and, you know, young girls love her. And this whole thing about how she has to show her political allegiances, well, you know what she is? She told women that they should go out and register to vote. I mean, she's doing the right thing. She's not picking a side. She's just trying to get people more active in the political process. But this whole thing about it being racist is just really annoying and very frustrating to watch. If anything, it's coming across racist from the other perspective.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.